Assalamualaikum. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to SNS Speak and Slay. I'm Amra, your host, and I'm very excited to have you today for our second episode, Battle of Words Persuasion in Action. Okay, if this is your first time tuning in, welcome to our podcast. If you are returning from our first episode, welcome back. Thank you so much. It's great to have you here with us again. Okay, in this episode, we are diving into persuasive speech. Persuasion isn't just about convincing someone to agree with you, it's about communicating effectively, understanding perspective, and building compelling arguments. So, to help us understand persuasive speech better, I am joined by two amazing guests, Miss Dalia Alisha and Arisa Safia, both inspiring students who have participated and won in several debate competitions. Welcome to the show. Okay, it's so excited. I'm so excited to have you both here today. All right, let's dive in, shall we? Okay, let's get into it. Okay, let's start with the basic. Persuasion. It is such a big word. For our listeners, how would you define persuasive speech and why is it a valuable skill in today's world?
I think that I would say that persuasive speech is about making someone believe something, whether it be using logical or emotional reasoning. What's important is at the end, the person that you're talking to is convinced by what you're saying. And I think that this is such a valuable skill to have because everything around this world has persuasive speech in it. Even in the simplest little things like job interviews or college interviews, you have to persuade why you are the best. And it can even be as simple as asking your mom to go out. You have to persuade her why you should be allowed to go out. So it's such a valuable skill to have in this era.
So everyone can use it, not just debaters. It is a skill that anyone can learn. Okay, how about you, Arisa?
I agree with Dahlia. At the end of the day, persuasive speech is about convincing people what you want them to believe. And I think that, in my opinion, like the usage of persuasiveness in the way you speak and the way you talk to people is a very, very important communication skill. Because just like Dahlia said, everything revolves around persuasive. Even like advertisements nowadays, like why do you have to buy the product? Or why should you shop at the shopping mall? Or why should you buy this specific car? Because at the end of the day, we live in a world that is now filled with business and also people wanting to build an empire for themselves. And if you yourself want to be someone one day, you have to have a really good way on how to tackle what people think about you, what people think about your brand and yourself. So that's what I think why persuasive technique is a very, very important skill
I
to
see.
have.
Okay, so it's not about being pushy. It's more about leading someone
Yeah.
towards your perspective.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Let's dive into techniques. Okay, can you share some tips or strategies when preparing for an effective persuasive speech? Because I've heard of the Aristotle rhetorical appeals like ethos, pathos, and logos. I believe that these three stand for credibility, emotional connection, and also logical reasoning. Okay.
I think that before anything, it's also about mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Before we dive into the techniques, it's also about mindset. If you want to persuade someone to believe in your side, you have to believe in it too.
True.
Like
Yes.
you want to convince someone to buy your product, you have to believe that your product is the
Yeah.
best. So
Mhm.
it's like credibility, right?
Yes.
The credibility starts with the mindset. You have to believe in what you are persuading for.
Yeah. You know what I also think about credibility? I think about credibility. You can believe it, but you also can lie about it. You know, when you want to persuade someone, for instance, gaslighting, the persuasion.
Okay.
Persuasion also has some gaslighting elements into it.
That's
So
true.
credibility, you don't have to have like straight up facts, It's about the way you carry yourself. It's the way you talk, it's the way you dress, the way you look. That's what most people think about when they want to believe in something. For example, if you watch Squid Games, you see the person that tries to recruit people is dressed in this really nice suit and he wears a briefcase because even though they think that they're gonna get money, they're gonna play some simple games, he lied. He technically lied. they were killing people. So people he looked
Yes.
credible. Yeah, because he like dressed as this like businessman. People believed in him. He used the persuasive technique of credibility
Yes.
to persuade people into playing Squid Games. So
That's
Yes,
actually
I
yeah.
know. Yes, and I believe that he also used emotional connection.
Yeah.
I think for the emotional side, you have to, like, it depends on the topic. If the topic has anything to do with emotion, you have to tackle with the person's emotion. You have to sort of mirror how the person should feel about the situation. Let's say we talk about the animal cruelty free industry. You have to play with emotions. You have to play, imagine you're a bunny and
Yes.
then people are doing these bad things to you.
Yeah.
How would you feel?
Oh, I've
Yeah.
watched. You haven't watched it?
Yeah,
The Ralph
yeah.
the Bunny?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
so sad.
The whole thing was sad because they want viewers to feel sad.
Yeah.
And if you want people to feel angry about something, you have to look angry about something too.
Yeah.
Because the thing about people is that we always mirror others.
True.
So that's a very important part
Yeah.
when it comes to persuasion.
And also one thing about humans is that we are human. The way we build ourselves is based from our emotions.
Yes.
You know, what we go through, the trauma, the happiness, it's what we are today. So when you play with someone's feelings, you want them to believe in what you believe, you have to tackle those human, very vulnerable parts of being human so that people can trust what you have to give them.
Yes, emotional connection. That's where
Yeah.
pathos comes in. Okay. What about evidence and logical reasoning when you are trying to be persuasive?
So the thing about logical reasoning is that you have to not only fully comprehend the topic, but oh sorry, you okay. The thing about logical reasoning is that you don't just fully comprehend the topic. You have to be able to use the right facts and twist it in order to fit your topic. For example, I did a persuasive speech on how schools should start later in the day, and I didn't just find four facts about school, but you have to know the components to put in your speech. For example, you want to convince people that these students are going to be tired with the way that school starts so early. So you have to find for facts like meal time or sleep schedule. Even though these facts, on first glance, it doesn't even fit the topic, but then you have to sort of just try to fit them into the topic so that people could be like, oh, everything's related, and that could make your speech even more persuasive.
Okay, I see. Now that is logos, logical reasoning. Okay. Okay, let's make this more fun. How about a quick debate demonstration? Okay? Okay, I'm sure that our listeners would love to see you both in action. Okay, the topic is mint chocolate chip, dessert or toothpaste. Okay? Are you ready? Are you both ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's begin.
Mint chocolate chip ice cream, right?
Yes.
Why do I think it's a dessert? First of all, the most obvious part, which is by definition, it is a dessert because it's called mint chocolate chip ice cream. Where does it say toothpaste in there?
Obviously.
Me personally, I think that would already make me win this debate, but it's okay. I'll back it up some more.
Okay.
The second part is that mint is always used in cooking. So, for example, pesto pasta, you put mint in there to make it more refreshing. Or lots of drinks like Malaysian asam boy drink, there's mint in there. And mint has always been a component of dessert. So why draw the line at ice cream?
I'm starting to say.
Why
The thing
draw
is-
the line at ice cream? Hold on, sit down. I'm
Sit
not
down.
standing. Don't get your knickers a twist.
Okay.
And it's about the difference in taste. As they say it, don't yuck my yum. Some people pick ice cream like cotton candy or chocolate chip because they like sweetness. Some people like it simple, so they pick vanilla or soy. And then some people like it to be a bit more bitter. This is dark chocolate. Some people prefer sourness, so they pick lemon sorbet. If people want it to be refreshing, they would choose mint chocolate chip ice cream. So why is that wrong? It's still a dessert. And as I said before, by definition, it is a dessert. It's called ice cream. And with that, I thank you.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum, everybody. So as Dahlia has stated, she thinks that mint chocolate chip ice cream is by definition a dessert. But let's put it into a human perspective. When you taste mint, what do you think about psychologically? Do you think about dessert or do you think about toothpaste? Because in my opinion, the second that the second that the mint chocolate chip ice cream touches my tongue, I'm like, why would I pay 10 ringgit for a Baskin Robbins scoop of mint chocolate ice cream when I can get a whole tube of 500 milliliter Darlie mint toothpaste for like $7?
Please just hear me out, please.
Why would I do that? I could just do that every single morning at the home if I wanted something refreshing.
Wow.
Now, let's speak of Dahlia's point where she stated that people put that in their cooking. Sure, but do they put huge amounts of it? Why would you want huge amounts of mint in your cooking? Do you put huge amounts of mint in your, let's say, your pasta? Do you taste mint when you're eating your pasta? No. So why would you want that in the dessert? I get it, you want something refreshing, but have you heard of lemon? Lemon is refreshing. Have you heard of coconut? Coconut is refreshing. So why would you want a toothpaste tasted flavored ice cream in as your dessert to end the day? When has mint ever complemented something sweet? Does mint go with brownies? No. Does mint go with crepes? No. Does mint go with pancakes? No. So why would you actually willingly lick toothpaste as the way to this is such a nice dinner, let's end it with toothpaste. Like mentally, like psychologically, when we eat something as strong as mint chocolate chip ice cream, our brain like psychologically, when we eat something as strong as mint chocolate chip ice cream, our brain is going to connect that with toothpaste. So I stand that mint chocolate chip as a flavor is toothpaste. So
Rebuttal time. Listen up, because clearly this side has not been listening. First of all, she said, let me just taste toothpaste. First of all, is toothpaste edible? Like, where in that Colgate or Darlie toothpaste bottle does it say edible? People eat mint chocolate chip ice cream because they want something refreshing without having to die because of toothpaste. Also, have you never heard of chewing gum? Chewing gum is minty.
but chewing gum is a dessert.
You know when people eat, and people say, I want something refreshing after this, they will either have chewing gum or if they want sweetness as an option, they could always take mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Chewing gum is a dessert. Right. It's not a dessert, right? Yeah. So why are you bringing chewing gum into this discussion? It's not even under the same scope.
It's about
It's
food.
not under
You
the
want
same
something
scope.
refreshing.
Is chewing
without
gum
having to
edible?
die.
Is chewing gum edible?
Or mint.
Can you swallow
Mint
chewing
candy.
gum?
Mint
Can
candy.
you swallow chewing gum?
Mint candy.
Can you swallow chewing gum?
No, but mint candy is an option.
So why are you bringing this into the table that is toothpaste edible and then you say about chewing gum?
Okay, but if we don't want to use chewing gum, we can use mint candy. Sometimes you consume mint candy because they want something.
Yeah, like if you're sick.
That's not true.
Please just hear me out, please.
I take
If you're
it.
sick.
And then sometimes I'm
If
like,
you have a blocked
I will
nose,
fix
yeah.
what's funny is I'm defensive about it, but I don't even like mint chocolate chip ice cream. I just want to win.
That's the thing about debate. Okay. Arisa, do you have anything to rebut?
I think that's it. I think we could
That's
go.
it. Okay.
Enough.
Wow, that was intense. That was amazing. You both were amazing. I don't think I can choose a winner, but our listeners can decide. Okay, please comment down below who you think won the debate. Okay, Arisa, Dahlia. Okay, are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Okay, feeling calm? Feeling a bit better? Okay.
This happens all the time.
Okay. Okay, before we wrap up, what advice would you want to give to someone who wants to improve their persuasive speaking skills?
I would say that if you are someone that has trouble in presenting at the front and you have this issue of trying to persuade someone in what you believe, I think the best way to do it is just do it. Me personally, the way I got over this stage fright and being afraid of presenting in front of people was because I was vengeful. I was trying to get back at someone that made fun of me because I had a really my voice projection was very very bad. Like I was the kind of girl that when I presented at the front, I would like hide behind my paper.
That's so hard to believe now.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
and the way that I got over it is because I had motivation. I had a reason to just get over it.
You had
And
a really strong motivation.
yeah,
Vengeance.
I hated that guy. So the only advice I can give you is that just do it. At the end of the day, what do you want? Do you want to give a good presentation or do you just want to rot away in bed? I would choose the latter, but I think if you want to be a successful person, you have to get over this kind of fright and nervousness because everywhere, if you want to go to college or get a job, you have to have good presentation
Yes.
skills. And I believe that persuasiveness is very, very important to make your presentation a very good one.
I
So,
definitely
that's all.
agree. Okay, how about you, Dalia?
I firmly believe that if you don't let the fear show, people won't know that you're scared out there. Most of the time, we're feeling scared because we fear that people will judge us, people will belittle what we say. But believe me, if you are completely confident out there, people will just look up to you. They won't see your fear. They
Yeah.
won't. Honestly, if you're trying to sell something and you're confident in it, people are more likely to believe because you look like you believe in
That's
it.
how you gaslight someone.
Exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, my number one tip: don't let the fear show because people won't see.
Like Rihanna said, fake it till you make it.
Exactly.
Pretend.
Fake it
Yeah.
until we make it.
I mean, why not? It's either that or cry myself to sleep. Who wants to do that?
That's a wrap up for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed learning about persuasive speech as much as I did. Please follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and let me know your thoughts. Okay? Until next time, see you soon on SNS Speak and Slay. Bye!